Test 3, Chapter 3, Listening, The Little Red Guests.
Mary and Alex were 10 and 12 years old. They were brother and sister, and they lived on a small farm. Mary loved all animals, big and small, and one of her future plans was to be a lion tamer. Alex used to laugh at her. Their mother told him to leave his sister alone. "She only has a lively imagination," she said. One Saturday morning, when the kids were outside playing, they heard a strange noise coming from the barn. They were surprised because all the sheep were grazing in the meadows and all the pigs were outside too. The noise sounded like something the size of a small dog. "Strange," said Alex. "We don't have a dog, and the nearest dog I know lives 5 miles from here." "Maybe it's not a dog," said Mary. "Maybe it's one of the lambs that doesn't want to go outside or something." "Or maybe it is a dog. Maybe Dad's going to surprise us with a new dog." "There goes your imagination again," said Alex. "It's probably just the wind howling or some floorboards creaking or something." "The floorboards don't creak unless somebody or something walks on them, silly," said Mary, starting to get annoyed with her brother. They agreed to find out what or who was hiding in the barn. They decided not to open the door because that might scare off the thing that was hiding in there. They crept in through an open window instead. They jumped down on the wooden floor, trying not to make a noise. They looked around, but they couldn't see anything unusual. Everything was in its usual place, and everything was quiet. Then they heard the noise again. It came from a hole in the floor. Alex was too scared to look. Mary was too curious not to look. She put her hand down in the hole between the floorboards. She squealed as she pulled back her hand. It was all bloody from a bite in her index finger. Alex looked down the hole. It was certainly an unexpected sight. 2 fox puppies were lying on top of each other, trying to growl at them. He gasped. Mary looked too. "Aren't they sweet?" she said. Apparently, she had already forgotten about her finger. "Amazing," whispered Alex. "What do you think we should do? We have to tell Mum and Dad, I think." "Only if they promise to let them stay," Mary said. Alex didn't really think their parents would let the foxes stay. They were wild animals after all, and dangerous to the family's chickens. Mary agreed to tell Dad anyway. He suggested that his friend Peter Thompson, the local vet, should take care of them. Mr. Thompson came over the next night. He said that the foxes needed peace and quiet, and that the cubs were not yet ready to be moved out into the wild. He had a different plan. They decided to wait until the mother showed herself again, and catch her in a sack. Then Mr. Thompson took the 3 foxes to an animal shelter nearby. Mary and Alex went to see the foxes every day until they were released into the wild.